Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome to the wonderful 101st episode of Pokemon Blaze Black 2. Last time we came here to the giant chasm in pursuit of Team Plasma, and we discovered that this is where they have made port. So without further ado, this time, once again, we are going to be invading the Plasma Frigate. He's terrifying. He can't be human. But he has a silly-looking quillfish hairstyle. I love that. All of Unova will be frozen with Kyurem's ice. I wonder if Zinzolin will be okay. He really doesn't like the cold. Interesting. Struggle and squirm. Kyurem's ice is more powerful than Reshiram's columns of fire, or Zekrom's crackling lightning. Go on ahead. I'm going to make them tell me about the Shadow Triad. If you find Purloin or the Shadow Triad, let me know. Cretin, don't interfere with Team Plasma's conquest of Unova. So yes, once again we are here on the stern of the ship. Exact same area as before, and as you can see, this time this area is closed, and if we try and proceed further this way, we can see that this is actually the area we were in last time. What's actually up here? Okay, so we can actually see Kyurem from right here, which is interesting. One thing worth mentioning, I made a slight mistake the last time we were on the Plasma Frigate. If you were playing Volt White 2 last time, you would still be exploring this northern part of the ship, but your objective would be different. You would actually be searching for parts of a password. And, of course, if you're playing Blaze Black 2 or Volt White 2 this time around, you'd be heading down this way. And in Volt White 2, you would be searching for switches to trip. And yet here, in Blaze Black 2, I bet you can bet what we're going to be doing. Knave, I do ambush thee! Oh ho ho, you've been ambushed! Yes indeed, we have been ambushed. We are going to be fighting quite a few Team Plasma grunts in this episode, and wow, these guys have 6 Pokemon. That is a lot, so let's just see what they're going to bring out first. Got some serious poison-type action going on right here, so I think Victini's Psychic-type abilities are definitely going to come in handy. Let's see, unfortunately Garchomp does not have a Ground-type move, so I think Dragon Claw is our best bet right here. So let's just lay it on thick for these guys right here, and Muck is not knocked out by Psychic. That is impressive considering how high-leveled we are. And Garbodor also survives, which is surprising. Weak armor brings its speed up, although I doubt that'll be enough to get it faster than Garchomp. Garchomp is really fast, so probably not going to be having any issues outspeeding these guys. But yeah, this is the final stretch of our crusade against Team Plasma. I'm not sure if this conquest of the ship will take 2 or 3 episodes. It really just depends on how this goes, because there are a lot of Team Plasma grunts in this area that we're going to have to watch out for. Anyway, down goes Garbodor, and shortly after, down goes Muck. Very good. Get lots of experience for that, and up next is Nuzleaf. And Lombre, which is an interesting decision. I'm surprised they didn't go for their evolutions in this case. Anyway, Flame Burst onto that corner, and I think Dragon Claw into this corner is probably a safe bet. We get a nice clean knockout on Nuzleaf and get a little chip damage on Lombre right there, and I'm hoping Dragon Claw will bring down Lombre entirely. And it does, very good. Again, a little more experience for us, and up next is Golbat. And another Golbat. Not the most creative decision, but we're just gonna have to go with it. So we'll Zen Headbutt 1, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with what works. I think we will do Dragon Claw again. That's definitely gonna be a knockout on that Golbat, very good. and Garchomp is getting pretty close to level 65 right here, although I'm not sure we're going to get it in this particular fight. We will definitely be getting it this episode. Critical on the other Golbat, which is awesome. And we have won. Woe is me. I lost. No! Plasma! Lose. Just go and lose already. A kid like you should definitely lose. If that be the case then, farewell. Forgive me. And here we have a teleporter to the remaining portion of the ship. Complete with new music. At last, we meet again. Remember me, formerly of Team Plasma? I've been waiting for you. Gah, spying is such a rotten job. I contacted Rude of the Seven Sages, but nobody showed up to help me. I can't stand it. Everybody around me is always saying bad stuff about Lord N. But Lord N learned the error of his ways and changed course to a better path. Yet they call him a betrayer. People really stink sometimes. They selfishly counted on him, and now they selfishly make a big fuss about being betrayed. Oh, I nearly forgot to tell you. This floor is a maze of pipes. You've got to step on switches to connect or disconnect the pipes. It's a good thing you can walk on the pipes. And yes, as you can see, right here, there is a device. It seems that a card key is necessary to enter a password. As you can see, in this portion of the game, we have to enter a password. We also need to find a card key. Not sure how exactly we're going to pull that off, but we're going to just have to investigate and find out. What do you want, intruder? If you can beat me, I'll give you a hint about the password. I'll be honest, I really like this section, mainly because it reminds me of the password hunting you had to do in the Team Rocket hideout in Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And I definitely have a soft spot for those games, so it's fun seeing little throwbacks like that. Anyway, I think probably Zen Headbutt is probably a good choice here. Boom. We've been fighting a lot of poison types recently, as you might imagine. This is why I chose to have Victini out in the front. Not the only reason I chose it, however, because there are other Pokemon we are going to be fighting that are weak to Victini's types. Anyway, we've got a Persian coming out right here. So I think I want to switch over to Lucario, because Lucario is very close to level 70. And I think it'll be super satisfying when we actually get level 70. Yeah, look at that. There's a pixel left. That's awesome. Anyway, we're going to smash this Persian with an Aura Sphere right here. And that should push us right over the edge to level 70. Very nice. I think that's the first time Lucario's had a level ending in a 0 since episode 50, which was a long time ago. Just goes to show everyone else has been catching up at a good clip. And lastly, we have Toxicroak. Against my better judgment, I'm going to send Victini out just in the hopes that it'll wake up relatively quickly, because Toxicroak is quadruple weak to Victini's Psychic-type attacks. Alright, so let's see if we can get lucky here. Still asleep, which is unfortunate. Alright, what's it going to pull out on us? Nasty Plot. Okay, that's something to be a little nervous about, because it's jacking up its special attack pretty significantly. We're still asleep. Ooh, and we're going to get hit with a Poison Jab, which I think is physical, actually, so I don't know why it used Nasty Plot right there, but okay. And Zen Headbutt should be enough to bring it down, and it is. Very good. I missed my chance to grab your Pokemon. Not sure that would have worked out for you, buddy. Here's the hint. The password is a numeric code. Ha ha ha, you have no idea, huh? I'll give you another hint. The second number is 9. Now, several random codes can be generated. There's like 6 or so numerical codes, and then I think there's also names of Pokemon that you can also have to put in, but it looks like we get a numerical code this time around. The second number is 9. Definitely going to have to remember that. Anyway, the camera pans out right here to show a bit more of a top-down view, which I think is really cool. And as you can see, every time we step on these switches, these pipes will change their orientation. So I think there's nowhere else for us to go, pretty much, except for down here. Being inside the ship is boring. I'll play with you. Alrighty. Wow, only one Pokemon. That's surprising, but I'll take it. And it's a Durant, which means we are going to have an incredibly easy time in this particular fight. I think just a single Flame Burst is going to do all we need it to do. Yeah, there we go. Get a little bit of XP for that. What a strong trainer, huh? Just someone who uses their Pokemon? 3 of the 4 digits are the same number. Interesting. Second digit is 9, 3 of the 4 digits are the same. That's definitely something worth keeping in mind. I have what you want, but if you want it, you know, don't you? Battle me! Very interesting. I have a feeling this Team Plasma Grunt has an ID card. Because, as was mentioned just earlier, the password is completely useless to us unless we possess an ID card, which we're definitely going to want to get a hold of. And I think I'm going to try and stick with Victini and use Headbutt, just to see if we can bring down this Sharpedo. Rough Skin's going to hurt a bit, but we're really close to level 65, and I'd really like to get it. This thing's preparing for Skull Bash, I think, which is something very worth being scared of, but luckily this should bring it down before that becomes an issue. Very nice. And up next is Purugly. Alrighty. Now, one thing I find pretty interesting about Purugly is that it's normally a lot fatter than it appears in its sprite. It's actually wrapping its tail around its torso so it can appear a little bit thinner, which I think is really, really funny. It's a detail that I feel like not too many people are aware of, but I really like it. And down it goes, and that pushes us over the edge to level 65. And we're trying to learn, Double Edge. This is an incredibly powerful normal type move. You know what? Nuts to it. Let's do it. Let's teach Double Edge to Victini in place of Headbutt. I think that could be really fun if used properly. Alrighty. Not sure how long I'll keep it, but it's probably worth trying out. Phew, you're good. I'll give you this, then. And we get the Plasma card. With the Plasma card, you can enter the password. Do the rest by yourself. I'll be honest, these grunts are quite helpful considering they're supposed to be guarding this place from us. But anyway, right here, we have Zinc, which is very nice. And this part right here in particular, I always felt looked kind of like the Warp Core from Star Trek. I mean, just look at it. Kind of makes me want a boat like this, even though it is a fortress of evil, if we're going to be perfectly honest with ourselves. Anyway, right over here, we have quite a few items. Here we have a Max Revive, which is definitely worth our time. And right here we have a Max Elixir, which is also very much worth our time. And of course, we have trainers to fight. Stupid intruders, I'm going to blast you into space. Alrighty, so this guy has 2 Pokemon, which is definitely manageable, and the first one is Torkoal. I don't remember, do we have a Torkoal yet? I think we do. It's kind of weird. We have a lot of Pokemon to our name, but I feel like there are some surprisingly common ones that we do not yet have. In fact, I'm pretty sure we don't actually have Pikachu yet. Which is hilarious, considering we are 101 episodes into this thing, and it's a Pokemon game. And we haven't even had the opportunity to capture a Pikachu yet, but hopefully we'll get the opportunity to do that soon. Up next is Crocodile. I think I want to switch in Gastrodon and give Ice Beam a shot since we taught it last episode. I am really, really glad we got a hold of Ice Beam. I'm really hoping it's good on Gastrodon. Really not sure how well it's going to do, but Ice Beam's just one of those moves that you want to have access to. Anyway, we get hit by a foul play right there, which does very little damage, and Ice Beam almost gets a knockout, and we get the freeze first use. That is awesome. Don't think we need to really overpower it. We just have to hit it with strength, and that should do it. Awesome. A lot of experience for that. But aren't I one of Team Plasma's stars? This guy's making a lot of space jokes. Anyway, if we head right up here, there is another button. I just want to check if there is anything up this way for us to get. And the answer is there is not, because unfortunately you cannot walk underneath these pipes, even though it really looks like you should be able to. Let's see, right over here we have yet another trainer who I'd like to fight. What's this? You think you can beat me, the one they call Queen of Team Plasma? Interesting. Alrighty. Yet another trainer with 2 Pokemon. First up is Watchog, which is an interesting choice. This is a Pokemon I keep voice cracking. I have no idea what's up with that at all. This is a Pokemon I actually found a shiny of in one of my copies of Pokemon Black. It's pretty interesting. It's mint green, which I feel like really works for this Pokemon, although I feel like green is a very overused shiny color, but I think the shiny color that gets used most often is like a neon green color and not a mint green color, because mint green is more blue. Anyway, down goes Glalie as well, and we win. But one thing that's really worth it is this guy. If Team Plasma takes over the world, there should be fewer Pokemon injured. So even though this guy is a regular doctor and uses the regular music, he does seem to be affiliated with Team Plasma as well. But as you might expect, if we defeat him, he will actually heal us. And out comes a Blissey, which is definitely interesting. Blissey gives a lot of experience when defeated. In fact, I think it gives the most experience out of any Pokemon. So if we smash this thing with a double edge like that, we should knock it out, because Blissey's physical defense is quite low. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, right, we get recoil of like a third, and Blissey has like 500 HP. That's awkward. Well, everyone else got experience. Gastrodon gets level 67. And we actually get healed for that, so I guess it's not all bad. Don't you think there will be less war if Team Plasma takes over the world? I'm not sure if I agree with that there, buddy. And up here, we actually have access to yet another trainer. Teehee, a trainer who battles looking for the password. Even if you win a battle, you won't necessarily get the answer. You might get something else, though. Huh. Interesting. We didn't already fight that guy, did we? I don't think we did. Let's come up this way and hit this switch. And that should let us come back around here and down to fight this person who I don't think we fought yet. If you get in the way of Team Plasma, I'll take care of you. Alrighty. We're getting close on that password. We've got a couple of hints. I think we could probably do it with just one more hint. Anyway, now we have Kadabra coming out here, which is pretty odd. I would think that we'd have Alakazam users by this point, but apparently not. Anyway, we're going to blast Kadabra right there. Take a Psychic to the face, which shouldn't hurt too much. Wow, it did even less than I expected it to. And Flame Burst should bring it down. Very good. And that was actually our only Pokemon. Password, enter whatever you like. For your information, my favorite number is 0. Interesting. So we know that there is a 0 in there somewhere, that a 9 is the second digit, and that 3 of the digits are the same. Very interesting. There is a bit of a pattern to all the passwords that they can possibly give you, but I really don't want to take those hints into account when I'm deciding what to input, so I'm going to try my best to not not have that bias take effect. Anyway, I'm going to come back around here, and I think this person will actually fight us. I trained myself endlessly for 2 years to get justice for Team Plasma. I won't lose to anyone anymore. I'll be honest, I feel like Black and White 2 remind me of Gold and Silver and Crystal. Also in the fact that they really sort of backload all of the Team Plasma battling. Because as you've noticed, we've been doing a lot of Plasma fighting near the end of our adventure, but not very much prior to that. Which is quite similar to how Team Rocket was handled in the Johto-based games. I'm really not sure how I feel about that, because they seem to be taking that sort of thinking to heart in the anime, introducing the villains super late into the adventure, which I think is interesting in a way, but a little bit strange all the same. Anyway, I'd really like to get up that way, I think, because I feel like this person's still, like, turning around, so I don't think we fought this one yet, have we? No, we did. Maybe I'm just going crazy by this point. Anyway, I think we can head over this way. Right. And then we can hit this. And I think that'll let us get down here. Have we fought you yet? We have not. Oh, you look strong. Okay, let's battle. Let's battle. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be done with this main portion of the Plasma Frigate in this video. Anyway, we got a Drapion coming out right here, which isn't the best fit for Victini, but let's see if we can get a double edge in that is not a KO on our side as well, because I'd really like to get some good action on with double edge right here. Ooh, that Night Slash is gonna hurt. Okay, I think we can dish out another double edge without knocking out Victini, so let's give it a shot. Ooh, that is really close, but luckily the AI doesn't seem to heal all that often in this game unless it's a boss fight, so let's just try Flame Burst. Toxic Spike's coming out here, so we're going to have to keep that in mind if we need to switch. And get experience for that, and we win. Oh, that's nice. Rude. You're strong, so I'll tell you this. A hint for the password is a 4-digit number, and the last number is 9. Okay, so since we know that one number appears 3 times, we know that 9 is a good contender for that because we already have it appearing twice. So we have blank 9, blank 9. And we found a power band, very nice. And we know that there is a 0 in there somewhere. Now, have we fought you yet? We have not. We, Team Plasma, will rule the Unova region. For that purpose, hand over your Pokémon to me. Okay, I think this is the second to last grunt down here, if I'm correct. Hopefully I am, because I'd really not like to miss anybody, because we get quite a bit of experience from fighting all of these guys. So anyway, we've got a Zangoose coming out right here. Let's give Psychic a shot. Very good. Get our experience for that. I'm hoping we can get up to level 66 by the end of this. I'm not entirely positive if we can, though, because we are running low on trainers to fight. Anyway, blasts a Viper with a Psychic right there. And we get another one-shot wonder. What? You can actually draw out the power of your Pokémon? You bet I can, buddy. Since I lost, I will accept my defeat gracefully and give you a hint. The first number is 9. So we have 9, 9, blank 9, and I'm pretty sure it's a 4-digit number, which means it looks like our password is actually 9099, which is definitely worth keeping in mind. So I think what I would like to do is get across here and get in some healing. I think we've actually fought everybody down here. So let's get healed right here. And Let's head back to that keypad. Let me just do a last cursory look around the room. I'm pretty sure we fought everybody at this point. Yeah, I'm thinking we fought every single person in this room, which is pretty sweet. Alrighty, so let's head right back up here and see if our password will take. There's a device. It seems to be for entering a password. Will you enter a password? Let's do it. Alrighty. 9 0. Wait, no. Second digit's 9. 9 9 0 9. You succeeded in entering the password. All barriers were deactivated, and you can proceed now. Indeed, we can proceed. But I would not like to go any further for this episode. So, this past episode of Pokemon Blaze Black 2, we infiltrated the Plasma Frigate once again, collecting all of the hints for the password and opening the way into the innermost portions of the ship. And next time on Pokemon Blaze Black 2, we will hopefully be liberating Kyurem from the evil grasp of Team Plasma. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.